Hi everybody. The New Zealand Council of Trade Unions is very pleased to contribute along with Fulton Hogan to this memorial today and to be represented by the unions in the Auckland region. And this memorial plaque is something that Charanpreet's family very much wanted and are very grateful to all of those that made it happen. Many of you know the circumstances around this death. Charanpreet was killed on his first night at work in the most terrible of circumstances. And in our view, he shouldn't have been working that way that night. And a greater attendance to his health and safety would have meant that he would have been alive today, probably back in India, maybe here, using his newly gained computer skills and qualifications to live a happy life, part of a family who adored him and who continue to mourn his death in the deepest way. He has a brother, Charanpreet, and his victim impact statement that he wrote was never read in the court because those that murdered Charanpreet blamed each other and the person charged was found not guilty. And I do say they murdered him confidently because they admitted the assault but blamed each other. The murder they committed on this very young man trying to earn a living was despicable. And Charanpreet's brother, Charanpreet, in his victim impact statement, talked about the loss he and his mum suffered. He told how his younger brother was friendly, smart, hard-working, spiritual and open-minded. He described how in losing him, he lost a part of his life. He described their lovely relationship together as children, about how they used to play, going to school and looking after each other every day, and things that we all know as siblings are part of everyday childhood experiences. And he describes himself as a very unlucky boy to lose his brother like this. And we think of him and his family today. And we are recording this commemoration for them. As Phil said, no one's been held legally accountable for the death of Charanpreet, either for his murder or for the unnecessary dangers he found himself in at work. And we too are pleased to see this new law going through our Parliament, which will at least improve the accountability for health and safety, and we hope, along with a stronger department for health and safety called WorkSafe, will mean that deaths such as this are avoided in the future and won't happen again. New Zealand has a terrible record of health and safety, and it's a legacy that this country has to improve on. We as a community should be worried about making work safer. The company that employed Charanpreet's C&E Security took no steps to address and assess his safety at the site and put him in a position he should never have been placed in, and none of us would place our own children in. The exploitation of young migrant workers in this country is a growing concern, with poor working conditions in health and safety, and all of us need to worry about that. I want to acknowledge two groups that are also here. The Henderson Police. They spent months after his death. They had up to 8 policemen working full-time trying to find out what happened to Charanpreet. It was a lesson for me about the commitment that they were prepared to put in to trying to resolve this crime, and they were so skilled and so brilliant, and it was such a devastating result in the court when the man accused was found not guilty. And I want to acknowledge the Sikh community who were deeply hurt by this death, and to say that the one good thing that maybe has come from it is this very good collaboration between the community here in Auckland and the trade union movement over other workers' rights abuses that are going on in their community, and we're committed to continue that relationship and to keep it going. So once again, can I say how happy I am to see this memorial, and to thank Phil Twyford, who's done a lot of work on this and on other issues, Wendy, Sammy and Fulton Hogan for helping to get it in place, and to thank Unions Auckland for supporting this event, but most of all to see it in place, this important memorial to a young man who meant so much to so many. Thank you.